What? Hello, what's going on? We are back in the master bathroom. For those of you who are new here, this is our 1932 soon-to-be master bathroom. It was originally a sewing room, so you'd be here hanging out your window, sewing, watching what was going on in the neighborhood, watching the wagons go by. I'm sure they made hundreds of quilts in this room, but we will be making no more quilts because we are going to be turning that pile of rocks into a bathroom floor or a shower floor, and then we're going to go ahead and do the octagon tile on the walls, and it's going to be awesome. Alright, so I went ahead and filled this outer ring with thin set, and this flange will then sit down in there, and then we're going to put thin set on the back side of this metal flange here also, so that it has support when we push this down into the drain assembly. We have a nice, neat pebble stone floor that is ready for grout. And what I'm going to focus on today is working on this back wall here. So what I've done is I set a line at the highest spot, and that'll give me a full tile at the top. And then we'll have a little bit smaller tile here because the ceiling is just not quite perfect. And then I measured all the way down to the floor for tile. And so I know what the height on the floor needs to be. So we'll cut the tile on the floor, we'll strike a level line there, and then we'll start our way working upward. We're gonna find the center of this wall, and that'll be the starting spot for the first tile. We'll go ahead and get our measurements, and then we will cut that tile to fit there, and we'll start laying them across. I'll probably dry fit all of these bottom ones first. What I'm doing on these full ones here is I'm measuring. So I'll measure to the laser line, and then I'll subtract 1/8 of an inch. So that's the grout spacing on the bottom. And I'll measure it in both spots. So here and about 4 inches away, which is how far that flat is. Alright guys, so I measured 5 7/8 of an inch. I have this set at 6. I need to subtract 1 inch for, or 1/8 of an inch for the grout joint on the bottom. And so we will just go 5 3/4. So this is what we're going to cut off here. Line up my pencil marks here. Ready to start tiling? This guy is. Yes! Alright guys, we have this bottom layer all cut and ready to go, and we're gonna get going right now. Morning, we're back at it. So I didn't show it, but we got this side done. Check it out. So now we have two sides of the shower done and the floor. So we're gonna work on this side today. But first I need to brace up behind this wall here because the glass shower door is going to be mounted to like this side of the wall, and I don't have enough support back behind it. So luckily we have not built this cabinet yet, and I'm going to be able to come in behind it and slip in a 2x4 back behind it and screw it on. So we have that to do this morning, and then we are going to tile this wall and be done tiling the bathroom, and it's gonna be awesome. Meanwhile, in the studio, what are you doing?
I'm researching which blade I should be using for...
Oh, are you looking at your post?
I am.
It's funny. So Bethany is working, you can't see it, it's all washed out. Bethany is working on a project for her friend.
The chicken is over there.
Ooh, the chicken. Oh, cool, look at that. Yeah, so Bethany always fills her time with creativity, and she has such lucky friends that get to enjoy the fruits of her labor. All right, so we are robbing Peter to pay Paul here. Go ahead and pulling these 2x4s out of this guy, because who in the heck can afford 2x4s now? So this was a temporary door I put up when we were building on the kitchen. So it can come out, and it's just been sitting here waiting for this hideous hole in the side of our kitchen to be filled in with brick. And we have a quote, or we're getting a quote from a guy. He's trying to match our brick, and hopefully this year or early next year, this will be all one brick wall. Well, except for the doors, and that'll be a cabinet, and there'll be trim in here. But, you know, that'll happen. It's on the list. It will happen someday. Oh yeah. Look at the it's in there, I promise. Okay. There's the gun, there's the screw.
I don't see a screw.
It's up there.
Oh. Where? Oh. Are we being filmed?
Yeah.
Right here?
Uh-huh. All right, so we are starting to do this wall here. Went ahead and I have the bottom row cut, and I cut this profile here. It's a quadric profile. And I'm getting ready to mix up thin set, and I figured I would share with you a way overcomplicated way to do your thin set. So what I've done, we have 25 square feet on this wall, and we are going to do about half of it now, so it'll be 12 and a half square feet. This bag, that's 50 pounds, will do anywhere from 75 to 90 square feet, and I took the average of that, which is like 82.5. But then I figured out how many square feet you can do per pound, and then I did the math. So we need to do 12 and a half square feet. We can do, it's 1.65 square feet per pound, end up being about 8 pounds per square foot, or for half of it. So then I'm going to look and see, like it says 6 liters for an entire bag of thin set mixture. So I broke that down per pound also, so we get the right consistency, and it's going to be 960 milliliters of water to do 8 pounds. I'll put that in the bucket, and then I'll put the bucket on a scale, measure out 8 pounds of thinset, and that should get us halfway. All right, so I'm setting this profile here, and I set this thickness because there's going to be tile running this way also, and then I shot a level line up so I could pull this out to meet that thickness all the way down. That way I have a level start here to go to the inside, and now I'm going to shift the level on this side, and it should be, you know, because the walls should be level. So this should also be level this way, but if I need to shim it out just a little bit, I might do that. If it's really out, then our tile is just going to look wonky, and we're going to deal with that because I don't want this tile to have to like be spaced so far off the wall. That really scared me. I didn't have the level so it'd float. I just turned it partway on, and I thought for sure that I made that wall like 1.5 inches out of level. But I didn't. It looks good. All right, guys, this has been an incredibly long journey to get this tiled, but we did it. You and me, we did it. Here it is. So we still need to grout, but all the tile is up. The floor is sealed, and we have a complete milestone. And if you like watching this content, I have an entire playlist dedicated to where we took this room from a sewing room into a master bathroom. And we'll continue to do so. Hit that like and subscribe button. Bam!